Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The running back has it. Got room at the 35. The expressway is wide open. The 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Good enough for a first down.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Direct snap. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to run it back. On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The give to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. The Gators want to move quickly. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Getting some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Clemson 14, Florida 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Across the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, gave the defender the business. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
It's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
0.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Gators will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick release by the QB. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Wide out in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Quarterback keeps it, and he's dragged down.
No, he's short. And I tell you what, the QB, you see down this area, it's so short. You only got a couple yards you got to get. He thought he could get it, went downhill, tried to get there, but the defense says no, sir.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that when instead he's out of bounds at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The Gators get enough to move the chains.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Finds his big tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job on the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
They want to throw it. He gets the two-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house, and you set your offense up for a great field position.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and then next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Clemson jumps to the line. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off play action on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Using the quick game. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping them.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes the grab down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They keep attacking through the air, trying to get to him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Wants to throw on second down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Clemson!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving on the year for him.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. fast motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires left. Pulls it in. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he pitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Ball State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time.
Ball in the air, intercepted! Touchdown, Florida! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Florida 42, Clemson 27.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. Going up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Looking to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the air on first down. He's got it. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He'll set up to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
That keeps the score. Florida, 52.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly did.